From the station on your side, this is WAVY News 10.
Right off the top at midday, breaking news. Video just in on this accident on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel. We're on the air with it just before 11.
Yeah, that's right. A truck went off of the bridge and into the bay just after 10 o'clock this morning. Police are now calling this a recovery mission. We have our team all over this breaking news story. We're going to begin this midday with some new information from the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel. We have Tom Anderson, the deputy director, on the phone with us now. Good afternoon, Mr. Anderson.
Hello.
What can you tell us? What's the latest right now in this recovery?
Well, I don't have a lot of information on the recovery of the driver. I certainly can tell you about the scene of the accident if you'd like.
Please.
Okay. Basically, we've got an accident around the 15-mile post, which is on the northbound side of our facility. It's very close to the North Channel Bridge, which is the high-rise section that you cross just before going onto the eastern shore.
Mr. Anderson, did you or any of your staff have eyes on the bridge at the time this accident happened? And did anyone of your staff see what happened?
I did not personally have eyes on it, but the tractor-trailer that's gone over the side struck one of our maintenance vehicles. So certainly a lot of, some of our employees were on the scene and are aware of what happened. Was
anybody hurt when he struck the vehicle?
Well, fortunately for our team, none of our employees were hurt. The truck that was struck had a crash cushion on the back, and it worked as intended. So the driver of our maintenance vehicle was okay, but unfortunately the tractor-trailer vehicle went over the side.
Mr. Anderson, can you tell us about traffic right now on the road? I know once you get on to that bridge, there really is no way off. So what's it like out there right now, and how are you dealing with that traffic situation?
The traffic situation is okay out there at the present time. We were closed for about 40 minutes, and that caused quite a backup, mostly at the toll plazas. Around 10:40, we were able to open up one lane of traffic around the scene, and so that's allowed most drivers to get through. That lane closure around the scene will likely be set up for at least the next 24 hours.
How extensive, again, is the damage to the bridge at this point and maybe to the roadway?
The roadway itself is okay. The bridge itself is in fine structural shape. There's a section of guardrail that's been torn out, a light pole that's been torn out, the guardrail and the curb in the area of the accident was destroyed. So that's why we'll have that lane closure set up for at least the next 24 hours while our crews make the repairs that are necessary and then let the concrete set up and be safe for people to drive next to it.
All right, we're talking with Tom Anderson, Deputy Director of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel Complex, following up on this crash where, as you see, a tractor-trailer in the water after having crashed off of the northbound lanes of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel roadway at about the 15-mile marker post.
That's right. Mr. Anderson, we thank you so much for your time this morning, and I'm sure we'll be in touch with you again soon.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you.
And now our 10 on your side team coverage continues. We're going to go out to Andy Fox. He is at the Lynn Haven Marina right now, and Andy is getting on a boat right now, we're told, to go and help with this recovery. Andy, what exactly are you doing?
Yeah. Let me lay the land here, or sea, if you will. This is a Sea Hunt 24 right back here. It will be captained by Phil Smith. He has been gracious enough to take 10 on your side out to the scene, 15-mile post out there on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel. We are going out there to see firsthand exactly the recovery efforts. Of course, this is not a rescue effort. This is a recovery effort. We also had a marine vessel down the way that was with Virginia Beach that is currently on standby because this is a recovery and not a rescue. But this is Phil Smith. He's coming down the dock here, and he says it could take us about 15-20 minutes to get out there. Of course, it's out towards the eastern shore, and he will be actually, Phil, can you come here real quick? This is Captain Phil Smith here, and you're Captain, what can you tell us? What can we expect out there?
It's going to be a little choppy time. We hit the 15-mile mark, but we should be good all the way across.
When you heard that this had happened, what did you think?
I was shocked. I mean, there's been some emergency vehicles all morning, so.
Well, let's go.
Let's go.
Ready to go? Okay, that's Captain Phil Smith. He's going to be taking 10 on your side out there. Guys, we will be going live with you, hopefully, on our way out there and give you all updates as we get them. Guys, back to you.
Andy Fox, thank you so much.
Our Chris Horn now is on the bridge, on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel right now, and he joins us on the phone with the latest from what he can see and what he's learned. Chris?
Hi, Don. Yes, we've been on the bridge for about 25 minutes. It's been backed up, of course, as you might expect. We've gone about 2 miles in the last 20 minutes. Right now, we're about to enter the second. We're coming very close to the accident scene, as a matter of fact, which is we've come out of the second tunnel. We cannot see anything quite yet because traffic is backed up probably 2 miles from the scene of the accident based on the information that we got that it's at mile marker 13. I remember I just passed milepost 11 about 30 seconds ago. We saw one emergency vehicle while we've been here that had a hard time getting through, but that was just an EMS type of Explorer vehicle. It was not an ambulance of any sort, but it did have red lights on, and everybody pulled to the side and let it through. Anyone, of course, who is using the Bay Bridge Tunnel going northbound is going to have to plan for a lot of extra time to get to the other end, the northern end. Traffic southbound is apparently unaffected. I'm looking at a truck by itself pretty much just driving at a normal pace coming down the southbound lane. So coming from the eastern shore down to Virginia Beach doesn't look to be a problem right now, but the northbound lanes, which was the scene of the accident, are going to be a major problem. We're coming up on the scene. As soon as we get there, we'll get some video of that. I'm driving the live truck right now so that photojournalist Rob Rizzo can get some video while we're on the roll here on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel. Don?
Chris, what are your thoughts as you're driving along the bridge and you think about the size of a tractor trailer cruising along that bridge and then this truck going off the side? Does it appear to be that easy, or did it take just a powerful crash for it to break through the guardrail and then land in the water?
Well, the standard guardrail here is about 3 to 4 feet tall. It's curbed up, so you have a curb, then a guardrail. The guardrails are 3 rails. Each rail is probably about 8 inches in diameter. So I'm guessing they're fairly heavy gauge, but a tractor trailer could perhaps penetrate it or flip over it. Of course, the tractor trailer is going to be maybe 10, 11, 12 feet tall and be much higher than the guardrail itself. So once we get more information about how this happened and how this tractor trailer plunged into the bay, we'll get a sense of really what happened. Once we get to that point, I think we'll be able to tell maybe by the damage itself, just from looking at it, what happened. But we have not come upon the actual accident scene yet. We hope to be there maybe within the next 5 to 10 minutes at the rate this traffic is going. Dawn?
All right, Chris Horn, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Again, we don't know exactly what caused this tractor trailer to go into the water this morning. That is still under investigation. You're looking right now at some home video that was sent to us, and we're going to show you some more. Lots of our viewers have been sending in their video, and look, there's a spot right there where it went over, and you can see that guardrail missing there, that barrier that Tom Anderson, the deputy director of the Bay Bridge Tunnel, talked about just a few minutes ago with us. He says, though, that the bridge is structurally sound, that it is still safe to travel across it right now. But, of course, they will have some repairs to do. Right there it is again. And you can just think about the amount of force it would take, as Chris was saying, for that truck to go over and into the water.
Our Cheryl Tan is standing by right now in 10 times saver traffic with a look at what's happening with traffic for those who are using the bridge in both directions. Cheryl?
Well, we just got the best view of what is going on from our Chris Horn, who is in a vehicle traveling 13 northbound. As he mentioned, a 2-mile delay heading northbound. That left lane is blocked, so you will be able to get by right now in that right lane if you're heading toward the eastern shore. And as Tom Anderson with the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel mentioned just a few minutes ago, that traffic had been stopped for 20 minutes most recently, and traffic had been released just before midday. So just a little bit ago, folks were able to start moving, and that delay is now hopefully starting to thin out. But we have heard that that left lane could be shut down for up to 24 hours. I got off the phone with the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel just before we went on the air. They are not anticipating any more closures of that right lane northbound along 13, but as this investigation happens and continues, anything really could happen while they work to find some closure here. In any case, what I can tell you is as far as where it is, it's at the 15-mile mark. That means it's 15 miles from Virginia Beach, and it also means that once you get past this accident scene, you have about 4 miles left as you head toward the eastern shore. Again, the left lane is blocked. That right lane, that's where travelers are going through and seeing delays heading toward the eastern shore.
All right, Cheryl, thank you much. We'll be checking back with you. So where we stand now is that the recovery effort is underway to bring the driver of that truck back to shore. It's a recovery effort, not a rescue mission. They were unable to get to the driver in time.
Yeah, unfortunately, he did not make it. The divers went down. They couldn't get to him because of the way he was trapped so far under the water. So it may take some time to get him and to get that tractor trailer out of the water. We're continuing to follow this breaking news story for you. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes with new information.
Closed captioning is brought to you by
Michael and Son.
The Joel Bieber firm is accepting applications for our college scholarship program. Put your thinking cap on and go to joelbieber.com. Are you ready to apply? joelbieber.com has the information.
Hey, new neighbor. Paul, thanks so much for telling us about Cox high-speed internet. We had it installed yesterday, no hassle. And it's like everything's faster.
Yep, been there.
I can stream videos without any hiccups.
Been there.
The whole family can be on any device they want, doing what they want at the same time.
Yep.
It's like, I even feel faster.
Wait, what? Oh, we're running? Oh, hey, wait for me!
Stream like never before on the fastest in-home Wi-Fi. Packages start at $19.99 a month, including 2 years of savings. Complete the bundle and get free Wi-Fi setup and support.
My dad has atrial fibrillation, or AFib. He has the most common kind. It's not caused by a heart valve problem. Dad, it says your AFib puts you at 5 times greater risk of stroke.
That's why I take my warfarin every day.
But it looks like maybe we should ask your doctor about Pradaxa.
In a clinical trial, Pradaxa, dabigatran etexylate mesylate, was proven superior to warfarin at reducing the risk of stroke, and unlike warfarin, with no regular blood tests or dietary restrictions.
Hey, thanks for calling my doctor.
Sure.
Pradaxa is not for people with artificial heart valves. Don't stop taking Pradaxa without talking to your doctor. Stopping increases your risk of stroke. Ask your doctor if you need to stop Pradaxa before surgery or a medical or dental procedure. Pradaxa can cause serious, sometimes fatal bleeding. Don't take Pradaxa if you have abnormal bleeding or have had a heart valve replaced. Seek immediate medical care for unexpected signs of bleeding, like unusual bruising. Pradaxa may increase your bleeding risk if you're 75 or older, have a bleeding condition or stomach ulcer, take aspirin, NSAIDs, or blood thinners, or if you have kidney problems, especially if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctors about all medicines you take. Pradaxa's side effects include indigestion, stomach pain, upset, or burning. If you or someone you love has AFib not caused by a heart valve problem, ask your doctor about reducing the risk of stroke with Pradaxa.
Do you have rosacea and are tired of facial redness and acne? Clinical Research Associates of Tidewater is participating in a research study to compare the effectiveness of 2 topical gels used in the treatment of facial rosacea. Qualified participants will receive study medication or placebo and procedures at no cost. No health insurance is required. Financial compensation is available for those who qualify. For more information, please call 627-6798 or visit us on the web at crat.org.
Hurry in for the final days of our biggest Serta sale ever, with Serta Queen Firm sets starting at just $2.99. Only at Sleepy's, the mattress professionals.
The Joel Bieber firm is accepting applications for our college scholarship program. Put your thinking cap on and go to joelbieber.com. Are you ready to apply? joelbieber.com has the information.
When it comes to selling you a mattress, most retailers are handing you a line. A long line of extra steps that drive up costs and create confusion. At the Original Mattress Factory, we simplify the mattress shopping experience by building mattresses and box springs in our own local factories and selling them direct to you. It's short, sweet, and simply makes sense. So experience more than just the mattress store. Experience an original, the Original Mattress Factory.
We're back covering that breaking news at the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel, where a tractor-trailer went over the side in the highest part into the water just after 10 o'clock this morning.
Christopher Hamilton is on the phone with us right now. He was among the drivers on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel headed northbound minutes after this crash happened. And Chris, thank you for staying with us this morning. Tell us, for those who did not hear your account earlier, tell us what you saw when you arrived on the scene.
Well, what I saw was the trailer for the tractor trailer was floating about a couple hundred feet from the northbound side of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel and going underneath the southbound side and floating out to sea.
Did it hit anything as it was going underneath?
Not that I saw. It hit one of the pilings going underneath the southbound side. From what I could see, it was a little far away, but then it went past the southbound lanes and started floating out to sea.
Chris, we're looking at the video that you shot earlier today. Thank you, by the way, for sharing that with us. Wondering if any folks maybe got out of their cars right after this happened, and if any of them that you spoke with saw this. Did it appear that the driver hit the brakes, or were there skid marks out there?
I personally didn't notice any of it, and everyone else was stopped before the stopped before the accident, so we couldn't see actually where he went over until they let us through.
Hey, Chris, could you describe the damage that you did see?
There was a couple of sections of guardrail that were knocked out, so he definitely went over the side.
Chris, I wonder, how often do you travel this bridge?
Fairly regularly.
And has anything like this crossed your mind before? I know I've only been on it a few times, but I often think to myself, it's kind of scary for some people because it is such a long stretch. Have you ever had concerns yourself traveling on the bridge?
Actually, a couple of minutes before I came up on this, it was actually kind of creepy.
And Chris, we understand that you were able to see the truck floating in the water. Describe that scene for us, because we're wondering what happened to the driver and the truck after that accident, that crash.
Well, when I got there, I couldn't see the cab of the truck. All I saw was the trailer floating in the water. I didn't actually see the cab of the truck.
And we now know that this is a recovery effort, meaning that this driver did not make it. Any thoughts from you personally after witnessing something like this?
It just makes you realize what's really important in life, and that life is too short.
Absolutely does. Just a normal, probably trip across the bridge you thought for you today, and has life-changing impact. Chris, we thank you so much for sharing your time and your video with us this morning.
You're welcome.
And now we're going to get a check. You know, the rescue, or excuse me, now recovery efforts in there. It's not an easy task for those who are in that water this morning, and could be. You know, it is getting warmer outside, but the water could still be chilly.
And thankfully, we didn't see any noticeable chop on the bay at that time as we check in with meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler right now. What are the conditions out there?
Yeah, right now the water temperatures are in the 60s, and we have a little bit of chop, a little breeze coming in out of the southeast. There's no small craft advisories, so that's good. And you can see Fort Story is a good representative of the air temperatures there. It's 74 degrees. And this is Lynn Haven Inlet. That's very near the area. And, yeah, the water not too bad there, but, you know, the wind has picked up a little bit at times. Now, let's get to something that's an update. We have a severe thunderstorm watch for part of the area, and this really only impacts our far western and inland sections, and that's the only sections that are included are Hertford County and Bertie County, Northampton County, North Carolina. It's just these three counties until 8 p.m. The rest of us were not under a watch, but we may get a few thunderstorms in here. Tracking some showers and storms. They're to the west of Raleigh-Durham. They're way over there, but it's a line that's moving off to the east and northeast, and so eventually that's going to get closer to us. But the models do detect this, and they kind of make it fall apart as they get closer. So this is a really good map to describe to you the rain chances for today. I've got rain chances about 40% here from Hertford County in through Southampton County, Surrey County up to James City County, and points west. Highest chance of rain definitely to the west of us. A slight chance, or 20% chance, from Gloucester down to Newport News and Hampton, down to Chesapeake, Suffolk, Portsmouth, and Norfolk, and on down to Perquimans County. So that's where you have a slight chance of rain. Along the coast, including Virginia Beach, it's about a 10% chance. You may see one stray shower or two, but not much. Now, our temperatures are warming up. We got low 80s in Virginia Beach, 86 in Newport News, 81 in Suffolk, and then we have 82 already in Norfolk, 84 in Williamsburg, but some 70s on the eastern shore and the Outer Banks. Our winds are out of the southeast, running about 10 to 20 miles an hour. We get a few gusts once in a while up to about 25. So we got these southeast winds pulling in this heat and humidity. Here's this cold front back to the west of us over Tennessee, central Tennessee, and that is what's causing a lot of these showers and storms right out ahead of it. That is going to be in here tomorrow, and that's going to bring us a very high chance for rain. We're going to be seeing exactly what looks like this off to the west of us. So the rain chances today about 30%. I've raised it up just a little bit, but tomorrow 90% chance. It's a line of showers and storms. And then over the weekend, the rain chance is down quite a bit, but it's not exactly zero, and that's something we'll be updating over the next couple of days. All right, so temperatures. Today it's 86, tomorrow 76 with that cold front, and then, well, at least we got some nice temperatures Saturday and Sunday. High's going to be in the low 70s. So we have had the clouds increase. This morning we had full sunshine for a while. Now the clouds have increased. Spotty shower trying to show up, but right now I think that's just a sprinkler or two, but the main line is way back to the west of us. Future track, again, detects these showers and storms, bringing them a little closer to us by 3 o'clock. Again, mostly just isolated showers and storms, but a little more numerous over there towards I-95, Sussex County, down to Hertford County, and that goes through 5 p.m. Notice there's not a whole lot going on right along the coast. And then 7 o'clock, still a few lingering showers, but the main set of showers and storms off to the west of us will get its act together. It'll roll in here by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Could see some heavy rain and a few thunderstorms possible. Could disrupt the morning commute. Noontime, here's the rain, but now our model brings it and pushes it out by about 3 p.m., so it brings that out a little bit earlier than before. And then we're going to be dry going into Friday night, and we will be dry going into Saturday morning. So today, here we go, 89 in Ahoskie, but 84 Nags Head. We got a few inland showers and thunderstorms forming. Same case for all our cities today. Low 80s Virginia Beach, but upper 80s Franklin and Suffolk. We got southeast winds 10 to 20, and we've got that chance for storms a little bit more inland and west. 87 today Williamsburg, 81 Poquoson, 86 in Newport News, and Eastern Shore. You see a high of 80 in Melfa, but 70 Chincoteague, and 87 in Gloucester. All right, there's your 7-day forecast. You got a chance for showers and storms tomorrow, and then after that, looks like a good weekend and a nice start to the week next week as well.
I think we're all looking forward to a nice weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and a lot of events going on, too. I'll have a forecast for those coming up.
All right. Thank you, Jeremy.
Okay. All right, we'll be right back after this.
There's a reason Andy Hook is listed in Super Lawyers and Best Lawyers in America. He's a nationally recognized authority in elder law. He's often quoted in the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal, and his legal team is right here in town. The Hook Law Center, legal power for seniors.
Dispatch to Unit 6-3, over.
6-3 here, go ahead, dispatch.
6-3, this summer heat is becoming a real threat, over.
Copy that, dispatch. We need help.
R.S. Andrews. R.S. Andrews wants to protect the comfort of your home.
That's why we offer our 8-to-8, same low rate of 68.
Monday through Friday.
For more information, visit SaveMyHVAC.com.
Real pizza that tastes great? That's our specialty.
For just $12, try Papa John's new sweet chili chicken pizza with breaded all-white chicken, fresh sliced onions, red peppers, pineapple, and sweet spicy chili sauce. Order now at papajohns.com.
America was thrilled by the premiere of Rosemary's Baby.
The baby's kicking.
Tonight, the exciting conclusion of the miniseries event.
It's a boy.
I can't wait to meet our little prince.
There's something really wrong with her.
Well, her doctor says she's fine.
They're witches.
Witches.
They're after the baby.
Rosemary's Baby, the miniseries event, concludes tonight, 9/8 Central on NBC.
I'm J.J. Hightail, here to talk about the Affordable Car Care Act. J.J. Care. It's simple. You buy a policy direct with Direct Auto, you get a low rate. Just call the J.J. Care hotline, visit a location, or go online.
Do I have to go to the tailor's?
Yes, it's like a living history museum. They only use candles, and they probably make their own clothes.
Well, that's not true.
Well, they don't have Cox high-speed internet, Contour, or Cox digital telephone. Oh, and we shouldn't check our Cox home security app in front of them. They'll think we're warlocks. Hannah, you ready to hear someone play the lute?
Cox bundles start as low as $79.99 a month with free pro install, including Wi-Fi setup and support. Add Cox Home Security and get installed for as low as $49.
See that smoke signal? That's an email.
At the Gillette Law Group, we believe in making a positive difference in the lives of our clients. Helping people who need Social Security disability benefits make it through difficult times gives our work meaning and purpose. I'm attorney Brian Gillette. If you can't work, give us a call For years, we've helped people just like you get the disability benefits they've earned.
The Gillette Law Group, toll-free 1-866-950-4384.
Stock cars are all the same. It sounds a whole lot like car insurance. It's all the same, like rabbits, oranges, red-headed triplets. I buy my insurance direct from Direct Auto and cut out on all the fluffy nonsense.
We're back on WAVY News 10 Midday with the latest on this breaking news. A tractor-trailer headed northbound on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel crashing through a section of guardrail near the mile marker 15 post near the high-rise part of the bridge and landing in the water. And here you see viewer video of the truck, or the trailer part of the truck, floating.
Yeah, we know now that this is a recovery effort, meaning that they know the driver did not make it. Divers went in. The divers that were finally able to get close enough saw the man trapped inside. They could not get to him, and so this is now a recovery effort trying to retrieve his body and to bring that truck back up at some point. We know that traffic is flowing once again along the Bay Bridge Tunnel area. It's been one lane is open. That left lane, we're told, could be closed, though, for up to 24 hours. So traffic is moving, though it is moving very slowly. We spoke with Tom Anderson, the deputy director for the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel, a little while ago, and he assures us that that bridge is structurally sound.
And we understand that Navy crew members from Navy Special Warfare, along with the Coast Guard, have been working to secure the trailer part of that truck and the cab itself to make sure it doesn't drift into shipping lanes or drift into a position where it can damage the bridge, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel. So they're working to do that as we speak. Again, we are 90 minutes into this crash, this vehicle running off of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel at about 10:40 this morning.
We had lots of different crews responded. We had rescue crews from the Coast Guard, the Navy, local agencies. The Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel police are now taking over this investigation. At one point, to Elizabeth City, the Coast Guard was sending out a helicopter. We've had lots of response in this effort. Our Andy Fox is actually less than 10 minutes away from the scene right now in the bay. He is on a boat on his way, and as soon as he gets there, we are going to go live to Andy to show you what it looks like there from the water.
And our Chris Horn is on the bridge right now, slowly working his way towards the scene where the truck crashed through the guardrail.
We will hear from all of them coming up. Stay with us.